The Galactic Federation prided itself on being the pinnacle of evolution. Thousands of races, each contributing their unique strengths to the collective good, had shaped the galaxy into an interconnected civilization. Strength, intelligence, longevity, adaptability, all measured and ranked. Yet one species stood out in a way no one could have predicted. Humans. For centuries, humans had been seen as unremarkable, physically weaker than the reptilian Drakkar, lacking the telepathy of the Jorhin, and nowhere near the technological mastery of the Viatar. In every measurable way, humans were average, nothing more, nothing less. They were dismissed as a minor race that barely scraped by in the grand scheme of things. Until the day of the Great Crisis. The event began as a ripple in deep space, a minor anomaly near a distant nebula. The Federation dismissed it, confident their sensors could handle whatever the universe threw at them. But the anomaly grew. What started as a blip in the system turned into a galactic storm. Entire systems went dark as the anomaly spread like wildfire, consuming everything in its path. Federation leaders gathered in the High Chamber, their expressions grim. Every alien species had sent their finest experts, engineers, strategists, warriors. They calculated, analyzed, and debated. But the storm continued to grow, and their attempts to stop it failed. Panic set in as entire planets were consumed. The storm defied all logic, tearing through space with a hunger for destruction. One voice, small and quiet, cut through the cacophony of ideas. It belonged to a human named Dr. Elara Finch, a scientist from Earth. "Let me try something." The alien council members exchanged glances, barely concealing their condescension. "And what, human?" sneered a Viatar strategist, his metallic skin shimmering. "Could you possibly contribute that the brightest minds of the galaxy have not already?" Dr. Finch's face didn't waver. "We improvise." In the days that followed, the Federation watched in disbelief as humans took over. Elara's idea was simple. Fight unpredictability with unpredictability. While alien races relied on careful calculations and logic, humans leaned into chaos. They adapted on the fly, rapidly deploying plans that no one would have thought of because, frankly, they made no sense. Military fleets rearranged in bizarre formations. Scientists applied unconventional methods, using scrap materials to construct experimental devices. Human engineers patched together equipment from incompatible alien technology. And all of it happened fast. Aliens stood frozen in the face of the anomaly's advance, while humans threw themselves into the problem with reckless abandon. They tried anything and everything, often failing but learning in the process. Each failure became a stepping stone, and each success, no matter how small, was magnified. It was in this chaos that the anomaly was halted. Against all odds, humans developed a device that disrupted the storm's growth, stabilizing it long enough to be contained. The galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief, but the aliens were left stunned. Not by the technology itself, but by the sheer audacity of the humans' approach. In the aftermath, the Galactic Federation Council held an emergency session. The topic, humans. How had they succeeded where others had failed? How had a species so ordinary, so average, become the galaxy's unexpected saviors? A Jorhin counselor, her telepathic mind searching for an answer, stood before the assembly. "It is not their strength or intelligence," she began, "nor their resources or technology." "No," interrupted the Viatar strategist, his voice now filled with awe. "It is something else. Something we cannot measure." The council chamber was silent. Dr. Elara Finch stood in the center, her human team behind her. She looked up, meeting the eyes of every alien in the room. "Humans," she said softly, "excel at one thing above all else. We adapt." The council sat in stunned silence. Elara smiled. "You see, in chaos, in the unknown, humans thrive. We don't always have the answers, but we'll find them or make new ones. It's our instinct to survive against impossible odds." The aliens exchanged glances. This wasn't something they could grasp, this flexibility, this resilience that defied logic. In their world of precision, humans had emerged as the one species capable of facing the unknown without flinching. From that day forward, humans were no longer considered average. The galaxy realized that when pushed to the brink, when the universe itself seemed to unravel, the one thing humans excelled at was surviving the impossible. And they did it by doing what they always did best: improvising.